Hello and welcome to the very first AHT quarterly update. I'm going to be delivering these to you every 3 months to keep you abreast of everything that's happening inside AHT. These are very exciting times and we feel very confident in what we're about to deliver. Before I start, I'd like to say thank you to all of you for coming on board as investors and shareholders. We're looking forward to the future and we believe that we're going to deliver a fantastic company for you to be part of. Since gaining control of the business, the board and directors of I have pushed the IP into other areas. The R&D team, led by the CTO, has created Chimera, the system that pushes hydrogen into a gas boiler. We're very impressed with that, and other people are as well, as you'll hear about later on. We've also pushed the revenue generating side of the business, which is ECC and H2GoGo. We've eclipsed that with carbon capture. Again, a very exciting product, and we look forward to developing more products for AHT in the future. Okay, on to the capital raise. The reason you're all here, new investors, new shareholders. What an amazing journey that we've been on. I can't thank you enough for the support and the backing that you've given us. Originally, when we first started looking at taking outside investors on, we spoke about raising 350 that would see us through confidently. The board pushed that to 500,000 just because of the amount of interest that we got. As it sits right now here today, we have circa 750,000 subscribed for. Over the next 10 days, you should all receive a share certificate that will come through the post. It will also have a written version of this video. On that written version, you will see the final quantum that we have raised. Let's talk products. The first product I'd like to discuss is Chimera. As the majority of you know, Chimera is the hardware that delivers the hydrogen into a gas boiler. We've had Chimera working in our industrial unit, powering 11 radiators, the equivalent of what we believe is a standard size home. We've had no issues, no problems with that, even though we're heating a large open space. No issues, no problems. Chimera has delivered on everything. We're looking forward to end of Q4 this year in the installation on our first residential property, where we can continue the R&D and push Chimera to the limit and make sure that everything is perfect as it is right now. Other news with regards to Chimera, we have engaged with 2 of the largest boiler manufacturers. It's great news for us. They are interested in what we're doing because we're producing hydrogen off-grid. A lot of these companies are waiting for the government to push hydrogen through the gas network. That's been delayed and they're looking for alternates. We believe that we have the alternate for them. The first company, well, we've had calls with both companies which have gone really well. The first company have been down to Harlow, visited, seen Chimera working perfectly, and they have gone away. They've asked some more questions via email. They've also requested a secondary visit with more engineers from their R&D facility. The second company have requested a visit, and that's going to be happening towards the end of this month. For us, joining with these people, whether it's through a joint venture, whether it's through investment or a license, is fantastic for AHT. Athena, the software that controls Chimera. This has been developed from white paper, absolutely brand new technology. Athena has been developed so it gives us safety. We can control, we can maneuver all the hydrogen as we see fit. As our CTO says, it should be done. She has so many data points, she looks after everything and gives us real-time data. Athena's always and will always be an evolution because we need her to get better and better and better. But like Chimera, she will be ready for installation into a residential property close of Q4 this year. ECC, or Engine Carbon Clean, the original, been around over 10 years. This is what we bought into because we loved the IP. We knew what it could do and we knew the different directions we could take the IP. Now, to give you an update on that, we are looking at the company winning an award from Which Trusted Trader, which is fantastic for branding and everything else. Because of this award winning, Which approached us and asked us to develop a video to talk about what we do and how we do it. I'm going to show you a little bit of that now.
Here at Engine Carbon Clean, we use pure hydrogen to remove carbon deposits that are built up inside your engine. No chemicals, liquids or catalysts are used. We are a Which Trusted Trader approved process. We've cleaned in excess of 30,000 vehicles, and our aim here at Engine Carbon Clean is to reduce the carbon footprint of your vehicle or your fleet to help lower the impact on the environment.
ECC Industries are using its cutting-edge hydrogen generators to introduce hydrogen and oxygen into the truck's engine to engine carbon clean the motor. At baseline, the measured diesel particulate levels before carbon cleaning are 0.07 parts per million and 3% particulate matter value. After the vehicle has been engine carbon cleaned, the particulate level is reduced by 30%, with the reading of 0.05 parts per million and 2.2% particulate matter value. ECC Industries, supporting your business for a cleaner future.
Onto the commercial side of ECC. As some of you are aware, we've engaged with Boston Garage Equipment Group to do an independent test on what ECC or engine carbon cleaning can do for a vehicle. We've also asked them to look at the benefits of engine carbon cleaning and carbon capture as a joint effort. We are really happy with what we've done. We just need some independent verification on that. In other testing, we've been engaged by a removal company. They are being asked the question that I'm sure that a lot of companies are being asked at the moment: what is their path to net zero? They spoke to us about it. With heavy duty industry, it's difficult to move to electric vehicles, etc., etc. So they came to us and asked us if we have a solution. Obviously we do. Engine carbon clean and carbon capture. With both of these products, we have been able to reduce their carbon emission. We're halfway through a test with them, and we should have some nice results for them in the next 3 to 4 weeks. With these results, we are hoping that we can engage with them in looking to clean their 350 vehicles and look to install captures on those vehicles as well. As with the removal company, we've been approached by one of the largest chemical companies in the UK. We've been approached by their transport manager, who is looking at ways to increase the fuel efficiency across his fleet of 150 vehicles. His target is to get the fuel efficiency, but on the board of directors, they are also looking at their net zero path and how they're going to get there. So again, with carbon cleaning and with carbon capture, we have the solution for both of their interests. We're looking to engage with them ASAP, and I hope to give you more updates later on. Another industry that's very heavy duty and uses or emits a lot of CO2 is rail. And we're looking at the diesel locomotive side here, the things that move the coal and everything else around the country. They emit a lot of carbon. We've been approached by a company that rents out diesel locomotives, exactly the same reason as everyone else. How do they get to net zero? This is a real big problem in the industry. You know, the locomotives are old, they emit a lot of CO2. They are very, very heavy duty. This is a little bit more difficult than dealing with vans and trucks and alike. Trains have massive engines. You know, the systems that we're going to have to use are going to be the biggest system that we create. But we've done a test already. The results have been very good, and we're looking to expand this testing onto multiple vehicles or multiple diesel locomotives, again, to prove how good engine carbon clean and engine carbon capture work together to reduce the CO2 to hit net zero. As with rail, shipping is a heavy duty industry, but they have the same issues. They're all heading towards net zero. How do they get close to that target? Again, we've offered our services to a shipping company who have agreed to start small. We're going to start with the smaller tenders. We're going to prove that engine carbon clean and engine carbon capture works on a smaller scale. Then we're going to look to upsize it and prove that we can go on to any size ship with any size engine, and we can help reduce their emissions. I'm hoping to give you more updates on this next quarter. As you can see, we've developed a lot over the 2 years that we've been working on this. The products are great, the evolution has been fantastic, and where we're heading towards, for me, is phenomenal. With this in mind, we thought it's about time we put our head above the parapet. Let's start showing people who we are and what we do. With this in mind, we've entered into the inaugural H2 Awards. It's a European-based awards ceremony that talks about hydrogen and who is bringing hydrogen to the forefront of society. We believe we've got the products to do this. We've entered in Chimera as a domestic product, and we've entered in Engine Carbon Clean as an automotive product. The results will be out in October, so hopefully in the next quarterly update, I'll be able to give you some good news. For me, I'd like to wrap this up by saying thank you. Appreciate all your support and all your backing with what we're doing here. I'm now going to hand over to our chairman to wrap up this first AHT report and let him talk about what's happened in his view over the last couple of years.
Thank you, Ben. This is my first statement as chairman of AHT. This is a position I'm very proud to have accepted and has seen us go on a journey over the last 2 years. We've seen development of the IP. We're seeing it go into different areas. Net zero, green. If you then look at inflationary pressures, this is going to become very, very important. And then you add the hikes in energy prices. We have to find a solution, and we believe that AHT have many facets to help with that. Thank you for investing with us. Thank you for trusting us and for joining this very, very exciting journey.